New tonight, a river search near the home of a man tied to the 2017 murders of two girls in Delphi, Indiana, could be the key to finally closing this case and getting some answers. Most importantly for the families. For the last several weeks, Indiana State Police have been searching the shallow river, at times using metal detectors and scuba gear. The search is only 2 miles away from the home of a man named Keegan Klein. His home was raided in the weeks after the bodies of Abby Williams and Libby German were found in Delphi off the popular Monon Trail. Keegan Klein's home is about 37 miles from where the murders took place, and he is believed to have communicated with Libby online through a fake social media account only days before her murder. He has never been named a suspect in the case, however. Anya Kane and Kevin Greenlee are the co-hosts of the Murder Sheet podcast, and they have been following this case very closely and join us tonight live. Thank you to you both. So I understand you received a word that police were searching the Wabash River near Peru. You went there. What did you witness?
Yes, thanks so much for having us on. We drove up there on August 23rd, and we stood on a nearby pedestrian bridge and observed about 12 searchers combing the very shallow Wabash River, seemingly holding things like spades, buckets, possibly metal detectors, and they appeared to be ISP personnel, Indiana State Police personnel, judging by the vehicles parked nearby.
Police have not confirmed if this has anything to do with the Delphi murders. What are your sources sharing with you tonight, if in fact they are out there looking for evidence connected to the girls' deaths?
Well, not just our sources, but also there's some court documents which strongly indicate that this search is, in fact, tied to the Delphi murders. About a week and a half ago, Keegan Klein's defense attorney filed a request with the court to delay a pretrial hearing because he said negotiations involving his client were then in process. Subsequent to that, Keegan Klein, who'd been in the custody of the Miami County Sheriff, was temporarily placed in the custody of the Indiana State Police, and it was about that time that this search of the Wabash River began.
Arrested in August 2020. So he's been incarcerated for quite some time.
And again, he has not been named a suspect in this case, but facing multiple child pornography charges as it stands right now. To you both, you have been on the inside track of this case for months, even years, releasing a lot of new evidence and details. I know that that's complicated because police have been tight-lipped. The family have also been concerned that it would jeopardize the investigation. How do you walk that delicate balance? And are you worried that releasing this information does put in danger some of the evidence that police are trying to keep close to the vest?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'd say generally we try to walk that line by being overly cautious. There are plenty of items that, upon talking with police, we have not revealed at this point or not publicized. But we just sort of see things as an ongoing conversation between us, law enforcement sources, law enforcement personnel who are enabled to speak on the investigation, as well as the family. We try to let them know ahead of time what we're doing, what we're working on, just so that there's no surprises and that we can kind of have conversations around what could be harmful, what could be helpful, and sort of the reason why we're putting out some information and why we might hold back other pieces of information.
And the public's curiosity in this case stretches from coast to coast. February marked 5 years since the girls were murdered. There is this video that Libby captured on her phone. We're told that it lasts 43 seconds. We've only seen a portion where the man in the video says "down the hill." Have you seen any more of that video or anything more that you can share without giving too much away about what else police have?
We have not personally seen any more of that video or heard any more of the recording, but I can say that just in terms of what police have, I think it's so important for us, everyone in the public and the media, to remember that there's so much that we don't know about this investigation. Like, this is an underground river, basically, and there are details that have not yet come to light. And, we're definitely looking to find out some of that so we can report on it better. But it's certainly something that the investigation is very much speeding ahead at full force. And I think that's important to remember.
Yeah, the search for answers and justice for these two beautiful girls. And the family has said that there is DNA evidence. We hope that the investigators on this case are getting closer. We appreciate you both coming on, as always, giving us an update. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.